Alright everybody, I'm working on my 2001 Audi TT Turbo. My power steering was hard. I can tell it was getting hard to turn. So I went in to find out that my power steering fluid is not only low, but extremely low, which doesn't make me feel any better. But anyway, I wasn't keeping up on this stuff, so I went to go to AutoZone to grab some power steering fluid, and there are different. Anyway, when you look it up, there's a few different types. So just to give you an idea, I'm going to pause it and I'm going to go over there and grab the power steering fluids that I needed to buy for this vehicle and kind of find out tell you what I found out on a little bit of research here. I thought I would talk in here, get it really windy out there. I'm going to put the power steering fluid in there. The power steering wasn't making any rough noises, there was no hissing or anything like that, so hopefully I'm good. Hopefully there are no air bubbles inside of the hosing, otherwise I might have to flush it out, and that'll be another video. But as of right now, on I have a Ford Explorer. I would have thought nothing. I have an older, my 1999 Ford Explorer. I would have thought nothing to put this in that one. So not to say no big deal, but every time I go to I was making sure I knew which power steering fluid to put into the Audi. The only reason I wondered about it is because of also dealing with the 2007 Mercedes-Benz. It's a GL450, and that one requires this. So I went ahead and bought a whole. I have another can, I just happened to run out on it. So it just had me wondering between if it's a European thing to an American thing. I wasn't sure. I just know that there are different types of power steering fluids out there, and if you Google it, you'll find out that European, Japanese, they're using, I don't know, there's just a couple different standards out there what you could do. I know this has mineral oil. I didn't officially get into this one, but long story short, you gotta put the right power steering fluid into your reservoirs. That way it works good, because you've got people that have designed it, their power steering fluid to work at a certain, anyway, they've designed the power steering system to work using a certain type of power steering fluid, I guess, but as I'm understanding. So anyway, this stuff costs $25 at the parts store, and this, not that Prestone's any worse, unofficially it says on the back that it will work with any of them, so I'm not putting anybody down, but yeah, it mixes with all approved power steering fluids. But every time I cross-referenced it, this is the only one that was said that safely that this is the recommended one to put in my Audi 2001 GT Quattro. So not that I have to, but I'm going to put this one in just because it's the recommended. So just so you guys know, I'm going to go ahead and pour this in, and it's really low, so I'm going to go ahead and pause it, take the funnel out there, put it in there, and see how much I use. We'll get it cranking and make sure that it sounds good. But just a heads up for you, just because I happen to have two, and I was going to put this one in there, that I was just doing the quick research, and yeah, this can't come up, so I'm just being safe on doing this one. So give me a second, we'll go back out there and fill it up. Okay, FYI, there is a min and a max on this thing, so I'm going to pour it in bit by bit to make sure I get to the right level. So, just a heads up for you. Okay. Yeah, you guys see they're halfway full. I actually put too much in, so I had to siphon it out with a very clean tube. Anyway, nailed it. Finally. If you're all wondering how I siphoned it, I had to grab a little piece of tubing, went in there, basically kind of just sucked on it, pulled a little bit out, because I had put quite a bit too much in there. I thought I had to fill it up to the 3/4, up to here. Now it's only about down to there. So anyway, that's done. I'll crank it up, give it a little couple turns, see what's going on. Stand by. Anyway, I got a couple of things to worry about, as you can see, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. But got her going. That's smoother. So, power steering fluid filled and working.